evening, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back to the darkness in the cave. Why don't we start with Joey? You're the first on my screen tonight. Say hi. I think Joey's doing something else.
I'm here.
Joey.
I'm here. I'm here.
Say hi, Joey.
He was
Hi, everybody. Sorry.
he was fascinated by worm crimes.
Worms committing crimes.
Sorry.
How could you not?
Brain is in 3 places at once right now. Please message after I do.
Alright.
Hello, everybody.
Who are you playing? What's your situation?
I am playing Theodore, and my father was just thrown down a well.
Is this an uncommon situation for you?
My father almost dying, or him falling down a well.
I mean, any part of it.
Yes, this is pretty normal, but still,
Okay.
still startling.
And then the father in question, Travis.
I'm playing Victor Oswald, action hero extraordinaire with death wish. I'm right now being chomped on by ants and going to crawl out and make a murder.
These are particularly large ants, by the way. It is extremely unpleasant what's happening to you down there.
Like a couple inches big ants or
They're
a couple
up-
feet big.
Up to 6 inches.
I just have to say, like, a couple inches is pretty big, alright? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but there's different levels of severity.
In case you're wondering, it is very specific. There are 666 of them in there.
Good to know.
Then James.
666 6-inch ants.
Yes. This is the part of the game where we go completely over the top.
Yeah, let's go.
And James, say hi.
Hi, I'm Terry. Play as James. The nerd, the medic, and currently the one that is going to be getting trauma.
Yes. It's a good night for trauma. And then Bri. You have control of 2 people right now.
I am both Birdie and who else was I?
You were
Nails?
also controlling Nails Nelson.
Yeah. So both of them have serious issues with alcohol.
That's true.
One of them is good at their job, and the other is Birdie.
I'm sure Birdie's very, very good at her job. We just need to identify what it is.
Shooting is what she's good at.
Okay. So yeah, when we left off, we were in combat. I paused on James's turn because you, well, I believe that you did act. You tried to attack a bodyguard, and you stepped out around a pillar, and your mother called out to you, saying that she was very glad you made it.
Yeah, sounds about right. Yeah, I missed the attack. I called out, realizing that it was her, and then she looked, recognized me, and then said, yeah. That did happen.
It did happen. It is happening right now, in fact. Do you have any further response?
I think his response was like, "Mom, what?" And then we ended.
Exactly. A cliffhanger.
Oh. What are you doing here?
Oh, we're here to fulfill our glorious purpose. James, your father is here.
No. Take a quick glance around and say, where?
Is everybody kind of pausing in their combat right now? Because I feel like they might be.
I mean, I don't have a choice right now.
Victor is crawling out of a well right now, hearing this.
She's going to step forward to the central pit. And she'll say, Arthur! Arthur, James is here!
Uh-oh.
And this is going to reach up out of the pit.
Oh.
It's clear that it's having it can't easily scramble out of the pit on its own. But there is like it's similar to the bloody tongue that you've heard described before. There's an enormous maw in front. There's a long tentacly appendage extending off of the top of the head. It has probably too many arms. Victor,
Yeah.
we're going to go a little bit out of turn order since everybody else is pausing in horror for the moment. You can't see this, so if you want to try to scramble out of the pit, you can make an attempt at that. That would be a
Climb?
climb roll, yes.
But there's a reason why I took climb and jump.
You are also taking a d4 of damage. Okay, yes, you scramble up out of the pit. Take a d4 of damage. You are still covered in ants. They have hitched a ride out of the pit with you.
Does that mitigate armor?
Oh no, these are ants crawling on you. They are biting you regardless of whether you have armor. They can get in there.
Okay.
In fact, they stay on you longer.
There is a roll you're going to need to make each turn to try to rid yourself of ants. But for now, I assume you climb out and you're like... Are you rolling around on the ground, or are you like picking them off one by one?
I'm shaking them off. Like,
Okay.
it doesn't even phase me. It hurts. I don't let others see it.
Of course not. That would... yeah. So,
Pulling them off and eating them one by one. Just a certain amount of them. Oh,
you...
God.
Which means that you are going to make it up to the top of the pit as well. Or you're going to make it up and be able to see this horrible thing.
Oh, sweet. Are we all making rolls?
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah, we are losing our minds here. Oh, poor James. Oh.
We are not going to worry about nails, but I will send one to Bruni.
Okay.
I apparently.
I was
lacked
gonna.
initiative. I rolled a 34, but
Yeah,
it did not
that
up.
sounds about right.
Yes, it
That
does.
sounds about right. Dramatic event.
Andrew, I cannot roll a sanity check.
Oh,
with
hey!
Hugo, apparently.
I knew.
You can't roll it from the...
Yeah, it shows up a red that I can't change.
Weird. Do you mind
Yeah.
if I just bump it for you?
Yeah, go for it. I passed the 2 times that I clicked, if that helps.
Okay.
Oh my god.
That's fine. So, Theodore will still lose 5 points of
Yeah.
sanity. Okay,
I don't
Victor.
actually get to see how much sanity did I lose because it's not popping that up for me.
I will tell you in a second.
All I know is I'm pretty sure I just gone mad.
Yeah. Victor, you only lost 4, which is 1 shy of when you're going to have a bout of madness. So despite being covered in ants, you're okay for now.
Yeah.
Theodore, you're making an intelligence check to see how much of this you retain. Unfortunately, you're very intelligent.
Theodore rolls. I remember everything. This is great. I experienced about madness. Let's go.
Real-time bout of madness. You are compelled to boast, gloat, or exclaim about your plans aloud for 5 rounds.
So nothing changes.
No. What was the thing?
You are going to boast about everything you're going to do.
Oh yes.
By the way, Joey, your headache relief is there.
Oh, thank you. Oh my god. My brain is not going to kill itself today.
Birdie, you successfully repress the memory of this horrible event. So, whatever happens in this room for the next 5 minutes or so, you won't remember later.
Oh, wonderful.
Both a blessing and a disguise.
And James, you lost 11.
And
That
Joey,
was
when
a
I say they're
D20.
there, they are actively there.
That was
Okay.
that was a D20.
It was a d20 because you failed, and it is appropriate because you saw it. I mean, at least your mother's telling you this is your father.
I also gained Mythos.
Yes. This is the first time you've had this type of bout of madness. Roll a D100 for me because you're getting a new phobia.
Ants.
I don't know if that's appropriate for him. It would work for you.
87.
87. Let's see. That what you rolled is fear of symmetry. I'm just checking real quick if there's anything that might feel a little more. Apropos to the moment. I don't know how you'd even deal with fear of symmetry. That sounds like the sort of thing that only happens in Lovecraft stories.
Well, the fear of wide open places is real.
It is.
Sky too big fear is real, and that seems like something out of Cthulhu mythos.
I'm wondering. Well, you're kind of in a cave right now, though. I'm wondering about just been reunited with your family. I'm wondering if you might develop a fear of being alone.
Oh no.
Do you feel like that makes sense?
That actually does.
Okay.
Oh, that's gonna make my next action really sad.
So, James, you are not really in control of yourself right now.
Yep.
Birdie sort of is, but you are in a bout of madness.
Yep.
Theodore, you know what you have to do. You gotta brag. Victor, you're seeing all this horrible stuff happening. Somehow you have retained control of yourself. You're the only one in the group who actually has.
Birdie has just completely frozen up, is what I'm going with here. That is her response to this. She is just frozen up. 401 error.
I think that makes
Or
sense.
404 error.
Elizabeth is going to see that James is frozen up. She's going to come rushing over to you, and she's like touching your face and saying, James, are you okay? No, you have to understand. Everything's going to be okay now that you're here. And she is trying to comfort you.
You guys left me for years.
I'm so sorry.
This isn't what This isn't real.
You have to understand how much we've learned, James. You have to understand things are changing.
You left me for years.
She's clinging to you at this point, saying, "No, James, please, you have to calm down.
Calm down.
There's so much for you
How?
here."
Hey, bro, chill.
Victor, do you have an
Yeah,
Just
action?
a prank, bro.
How are the other cultists? What are they doing?
They are paused for the moment, keeping an eye on you still, but not currently attacking.
How much dynamite do I have? Because I do not want to fuck with that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't want to mess with that.
Hey, same brain, by the way. Same brain.
I'm not
If I
sure
were
how
to
much you're
go
still
through
carrying because
this-
you put a bunch of it in the room below.
I did.
You can still have a stick or two. You seem like the kind of guy who would not use all of your dynamite in one place.
I did have 2 crates.
Yeah, but you didn't carry 2 crates on your back up to.
Yeah,
That's
there's
That's
no
fair,
way
that's
that you carried 2 crates through a goddamn jungle.
Well, you've got the burrows, or I guess they're probably.
We did
I forget
have
what
a
animals you
bunch
had.
of people, but I don't
I'm gonna
think
just
we brought
slowly
all of
make
them.
my way over to Theodore. And you're like, alright. When things go south, toss these in its mouth.
I think things are already south.
Things are very
Well,
solid.
we have a calm right now.
Yeah. In fact, the other lady in the room, who you will realize is Moeru. This is the priestess who originally came to Roger Carlyle and got him interested in this entire expedition in the first place, is going to call out to the cultists and say, "Don't harm them. Just collect them, take them off to the side for now." They're not going to put their weapons down. They're still holding their weapons, but they're not attacking you at the moment. They're trying to herd you all together. The other people who came with you are going to acquiesce to your leadership right now. They're looking to you for whether you're willing to surrender or if you want to continue fighting at the moment.
I'm gonna play along with this up until they try to take my weapons, and then it's back on.
Okay.
There was a moment of Theodore looking at his dad. Whenever we saw the lull in the fight.
So they're going to begin herding all of you together, and at this moment you hear a screech in the air outside, in the sky outside. James, you are separated from your friends. Your mother is keeping you. She wants you to have a discussion with her and your father.
I'm gonna kind of like look away from them and just look at the group and just be like, don't take them away from me. Don't. I can't be alone again.
James, I'm here with you. Your father's here with you. She's going to take you by the hand and try to lead you over to the pit. There's a new world coming, James.
Can Birdie try just shooting one of them? I'm not sure which one.
It sounds like something Birdie might do right now. I'm fine with you trying to
I'm gonna roll a d4.
Wait, who are you shooting?
We're gonna find out. If it's a 1, it's gonna be Mweru. If it's a 2, it's going to be Daddy Dearest. If it's a 3, it's going to be your mom. And if it's a 4, then it's just gonna be one of the random guards.
Oh, I thought your friends were on the
I thought you were gonna go
table
and shoot me.
Ooh, that would have been fun. Oh.
You know, since you've suggested it, sure, why not? 4 is you.
Is James possibly part of this? Has he been using you all along?
I'm not going to let you be alone again, James. It's okay.
Bang.
Perfect.
Oh, James is dead.
Oh no!
You don't land the shot.
This is the one time I would want.
Do you really want yourself to be on the docket, or should I just kill one of the random guards?
No, it's funny.
Yeah,
Okay.
We're smart.
Yeah, this is.
Okay.
No, it is so appropriate right now. I insist on it.
Okay. Awesome. This is totally not going to turn out really poorly.
God.
It's all right. I don't think you can kill me in one shot.
Do not wave a death flag like that.
I think this is not going to be point blank range, so I'm just going to turn that off.
I don't like that you still have the multi-shot. I'm scared now.
She's emptying the chamber. She sees what's happening here. She is emptying the chamber.
Just blind firing over the ground, basically.
Alright, I hit shoot firearms 3 times first, right?
Yes. So that could kill him, you understand?
Yeah, that
Yup.
100% could kill James.
Yup, I'm doing... This is a real fluffy move here.
Yeah.
I have. Okay, I have.
Yeah, you have killed a player character before. Okay. Oh no! I saw that roll.
It's okay. I have the luck. I have the luck.
You rolled a 3.
It's fine, James. You're never gonna have to be alone again. Don't worry about it.
He takes no damage.
Okay.
I didn't do that. I don't know why it's mitigated. Why do you have armor?
Yeah.
Why do you have
That's
18
11.
armor?
I have 18. Why do I have 18 armor?
Didn't you do something? What did you do?
Oh, I think he did a spell, didn't he?
Yeah, but I think it's supposed to protect you against mental attacks?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
funny.
what that one was.
Yeah.
That is funny.
Okay.
11.
So I'm going to
Oh
do
my
the damage
God.
to you. No, you're at 9.
That would.
So you are going to need to make a Constitution check now.
Please do not fail. Oh my god.
Well, that's just whether he passes out or not.
Oh my god.
So, all of you see Birdie shoot James 3 times in the chest, and his eyes turn into crosses, and he falls to the ground. His mother leaps on top of him, screaming his name. And at that moment, I mentioned you heard screeching in the sky outside. You see 3 of those dragon things that you saw in England come swooping in through that big open portal at the south end of this chamber.
Oh.
So we might be leaving James.
Well,
Grab him and go. Grab him and go.
you might be confused about who's in control here. The big dragon things land on the ground next to you. Mweru is calling out orders to them. The cultists are still not hitting you yet, but they're telling you to throw down your weapons. There's no cultist near you, Birdie, but this dragon thing is snapping at your hand, and the message is clear. The tribesmen with you understandably throw down their weapons. Nails, let's have Nails make a sanity check.
Do we have to make sanity checks for these new monsters as well?
I think I'm going to let it go for now. If you choose to try to fight them, you will. Because then you have to grapple with what you're seeing. Yeah, Nails can't handle it. He just throws down his gun and he's like, puts his hands on his head.
The thing I'm debating is whether or not Birdie would just shove Sam out of the way and run back to light the dynamite in the chamber below.
You can do that. Remember that there are a whole bunch of people in there alive.
Yeah, I was actually
I'm
going
also-
to give the command for them to break out and run.
She's also in a bout of madness right now and
Yes.
is not acting in her right mind.
This is very true.
Uh,
I'm going to tell you right now, it is pretty much you surrender or you're likely to die here. Everybody except James, ironically.
I'll go with it for now.
Yeah, Victor knows the better part of Valor, right?
Real question. Who had the blood bags?
That's a good question. I don't know. Are they still packed in your gear
probably.
at the base of the mountain?
Listen, I don't want to say that Victor's the crazy one enough to carry that around, but you
Well,
definitely make sure Theodore has it.
Okay, that makes sense.
I was thinking that James would have had it. But, you
Okay.
know, I'm fine with Theodore having it. Because then at least no extra blood is spilled.
He's
Either
also the
or.
one with the magic
Actually, how many
stuff.
bags did we grab?
I think I grabbed 2 or 3.
I think it was 2.
I would
Yeah.
like to actually
Yeah.
have one of them.
Okay.
Yeah, why not? Why not have one for both of you?
Okay, James, make a
And-
luck roll. We're going to see whose blood is flowing.
I like that.
Okay, yeah, you
God.
got shot, not the blood bag. You're lucky.
Lucky.
Oh man, lucky indeed. It's just my blood.
Is anybody dead set on not surrendering, or are you going to give in here?
Theodore defers to Victor.
I think Birdie's probably gonna drop her gun after a second.
I will say, Birdie, these dragon things could not chase you down that chamber. It's too narrow at the top here. If you chose to run down and set off the dynamite, you can do it. You won't get away by doing it, but you can kill a whole bunch of people and destroy that room.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they might be secret cultists. And you know, you just put down a secret cultist right then and there on site.
Yep. Yep. You know what? I'm gonna roll another die.
I
One
am
or
a
two,
bad
she
influence.
stays and drops the gun.
Is it a
3 or 4,
50% check?
she runs.
Uh,
What was that, Andrew?
Is it a 50% chance? I'm not sure about that.
No, they're flipping a coin to decide what action they take.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not sure it's a 50% chance which choice you make, but I mean, it is your decision. I'm just not sure that those are the odds, really.
What do you think the odds are?
I'm wondering if maybe you roll your sanity and you're not at risk of losing anything, but you're deciding, am I so far gone that I'll just go blow up a room of people who are clearly prisoners? Does that make sense to you?
Yeah. Okay.
Fail your sand check, please. I think that would be the most funniest thing. I want more chaos, damn it. I thrive in that element.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Okay, you have succeeded. I'm not telling you you
All
can't
right.
still do it, but I am saying
No,
it feels like
that feels a little bit more like, okay, yeah, would rather stay with the group. She will drop her gun.
okay. And you are gathered together, your weapons stripped from you. They're not like putting you against the wall and patting you down, they're taking away obvious weapons. So if you want to try to roll to conceal a stick of dynamite, you can, and I'm assuming that probably they don't find the blood bag unless you do something real stupid about it. Elizabeth is crying and working on James. You are going to stand here for 10-15 minutes listening to a mother cry over her fallen child until more cultists arrive from down below, and the group of you will all be taken down to join the other prisoners in that cage.
Ugh.
Let's see.
I do have to say, you suggesting I shoot you is probably the funniest chain of events that we've had happen in this game so far.
Honestly, there's not inspiration in this system, but I'm going to give it to you anyway. Take a bonus die on that you want in the future as a result of suggesting that.
That was beautiful.
That's what I thought you were going with when you said, as you just slowly start going down the road. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna be the last one. And then you said a random couple, so I was like, no. I like the idea better that I'm the last one.
Hey, it's a good choice. And then you got shot.
You got. And the funny thing is, Bernie's going to repress this.
Yes,
I'm not going to remember any of this.
It's alright, I don't think I am either. I'm just gonna have the fear of being alone.
And of being
Probably
alone
the
with
fear of
Birdie.
Not being near you as often. Alone.
Actually, let's see if the dice told a very funny story there by pure happenstance. And that's the sanity. Where is his intelligence check? Oh.
So you find yourselves packed in tightly. This was already pretty much a standing room only affair in this cage. There are so many people packed into it.
We gave one of them a spear, right?
Yes.
And a knife.
Mhm.
Yes, you did. So, again, this, as I said last time, it is too packed in here for the guards to notice that. So we don't need to worry about them possibly being noticed as you get shoved in with the rest of them. The spear and the knife are still in here somewhere. You might be able to convince people to give them back, but you are just jammed in here with a ton of people. And I think
So I'm going to, yeah. Go ahead.
it's gonna take good like 30 minutes before Birdie starts really understanding where you are. Birdie, you don't remember anything since well, you were up in that room and James's mother was there, and you don't understand how you got in the cage.
I blinked and now I'm here. You guys just see me staring blankly at nothing for half an hour before slowly starting to come back to myself.
I'm doing the tapping your cheek to like snap you out of it.
It is not working.
Hey. And yeah, Theodore is going to be looking around and trying to like make contact with the guy that I gave the spear to. Mm-hmm. We don't speak the same language anymore.
And in fact, when you look at the man, he looks away.
I don't know you. I just look, yeah, okay.
Like, what spear?
What spear? I don't know what you're talking
about. They are of the opinion that something bad is coming for them, and they would need some convincing in order to give up any sort of weapon that they can have.
Okay, so for you know, the giggles, hey, who here has any points in locksmithing?
I don't think anyone other than Connor.
That's
yeah.
Yeah, I miss Connor.
Yeah.
I miss Connor. This is bad.
Does Nails have anything?
Yep, locksmith is 1.
Nope. He has act before thinking if you want him to use that. In fact, I'm going to... He failed the sanity roll. Let's find out how much sanity he loses.
Yeah, he had like 20 sanity left. Oh my god.
Yeah, so it could be worse. He could have lost it all.
Nails. Yeah. So, hey, Nails. Buddy, are you good?
What the hell did you lead me into here?
We
I
forgot
thought we
to
were
warn
fighting
you.
people. What was that thing?
We forgot to warn you beforehand. Yeah. Dragons are real and monsters are real. I know. We really dropped the ball on this one, but you gotta believe me. We did not expect that to happen. You did warn him, actually. He didn't believe you.
He said something about there being a bump in the night.
Andrew, do I still have my bout of bad notes?
Yeah, that's going to be going on for a while.
Okay. Cool,
well,
cool.
no, you don't have to continue bragging. That's over. But you're going to have that underlying insanity for a while still.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm okay with that. I was thinking, like, okay, how am I going to roleplay this character at this moment? But if I could just, you know, be a little goofy instead of being just straight up crazy, I got that. But yeah, he's going to continue talking to Nails and be like, you know, Victor did tell you what was going on, that there are monsters in the world. Also, side tangent, Birdie.
She's still kind of out of it at this point, just holding herself, rocking back and forth a little bit.
Okay, never mind. We're gonna double back on that later.
Is anybody going to help Victor get rid of the ants?
Oh, he's still got it.
He still has the ants!
Oh yeah, they're swarming him. I'm not going to make you roll a whole bunch of damage, but it is a combined dex and luck roll, which basically means the lower of those two. You're going to have to beat your luck score in order to get them off. But you get a bonus die if somebody helps you. Okay,
Yeah,
there you go.
I don't need help.
Yeah, you managed to pick all those ants off.
God.
So, this is bad. We're gonna be okay. I genuinely believe it because we've been in
Did
situations.
they find the dynamite here?
They didn't even look for dynamite here. Why would they?
Yeah, we have
Okay.
the dynamite. We specifically told Andrew we are hiding the dynamite too.
Yeah.
So like,
Uh-huh.
and I am grateful that we decided to hide the dynamite.
Now,
Very.
you have the benefit that there is dynamite hidden in this room. You have the downside that you're also locked in this room. So,
I have a very silly idea.
hmm
Nails has demolitions, right?
yes.
I can telekinetically pull things, correct?
hmm
I'm gonna try and see if I can pull a stick of dynamite that I can't see. To
Hold on.
nails for
Before you
him.
do that,
Mhm.
you can just break the door open with telekinesis. We have done this before.
We have.
We have.
Okay, we've both broke it,
Yes.
and you broke the lock.
Yes. In one of those
Oh,
cases,
different.
he did break it so the lock was unopenable.
Okay, so what I'm going to do instead is get a stick of dynamite and have Nails use what is inside of the dynamite to blow open the lock instead of us lockpicking it.
Just so you know, he
This
has
is
a
very, very
25% in demolitions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's not have you guys blow up while I'm away.
Yeah, I'm like politely conversing with Nails in the corner of the cage,
Yeah,
and being like,
and
"Can
when
you-
you're
can you
talking
do
about
that?"
disassembling the dynamite stick and reassembling it into a different sort of much smaller explosion, he's like,
Yeah,
buddy,
yeah.
I said
yeah,
dynamite
it's
sticks for the army.
Okay. Yeah.
If you want
like,
a bridge taken out that you don't want the enemy crossing, I'm your man, but
okay. Well, I'm gonna do the loud thing instead, I guess. Is everybody ready?
What happened?
Oh, Birdie's awake. So, hey, Birdie. You kind of went crazy.
What happened? How'd we get here?
Well, three things. One, James's dad is here. Two, there's a lot more than going on here than we expected. And also, yeah, dragons again. So, let's get the hell out of here.
Victor,
What-
you're noticing as they're discussing this, that gigantic idol that's in the room looks a lot like whatever the hell it is that James's dad is now.
I don't like that.
Where's James?
Oh, I look at Victor and Dales, realize like, oh, I'm the only one with tact here. Oh God. Theodore gets down on her level, puts a hand on her shoulder. You kind of shot him, like a lot.
I did what?
Hmm. 3 right in the chest. Really good shot. But James is down.
What?
They know if I'm alive.
No.
As far as we're concerned, you are absolutely dead.
Yeah, no. Like, I've seen Birdie shoot people before. I know a dead body whenever I see a dead body. I'm pretty sure you're dead. So, yeah, like, Theodore is just like, yeah, so you put 3 in his chest. He fell down.
What? What? What?
I know. I know. We can't have us all falling apart right now. But yes, James is probably dead. His mom has him captured. His dad is a giant tentacle monster. Things happen.
Things happen.
He what?
You missed a lot, okay? Like, I get it. But we need to focus on what's inside the cage and not what's on the other side of that tunnel. So,
Can I still have the artifact sex book or artifact or not artifact? African's dark sex. Can I have that book still?
I suppose it's probably in your backpack or something. They didn't really care about your possessions as long as you didn't have a shotgun.
Can I try to do some reading with that on this monster? See if there's anything I can do about it, or any information I can gain.
Let me see. Africa's Dark Sects. Details, Mythos rating 30. So you can, if you want to try to find something out, you can roll using the book's Mythos rating as your Cthulhu Mythos rating. If you're going to sit down and study for a while. So you can just roll a D100 and you're trying to beat a 30.
Damn, that's crazy.
So, it's an odd time to ask, but what's going on with Who Is Not What She Seems, your chameleon friend?
Well, she's probably very hungry.
Do you still have her? Is she with
I
your
didn't let her.
horses?
I was told to keep her with me. I kept her with me.
Okay. So you've got a small wooden cage you're carrying around. Is it in a backpack, or you just have the chameleon like slung over
I
your
have
arm?
it like, I have it like tied to my belt. It's a
Okay.
little bit weird, a little bit bulky, but it keeps my hands free.
Okay. I am mostly just asking so that we know where it is when it becomes relevant.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, just so we all remember, this is what she looks like.
Sweet fire.
Yep.
So, Theodore is realizing that he is so screwed right now. Dad started reading. Nails is just out of commission, pretty much. And
Birdie is very out of it still. What do you mean I shot him?
Yep, saw it myself.
Victor, the conclusion you come to after reading for a couple of hours is that as much research as this guy did and as many people as he talked to, he didn't get deep enough to find out that they can turn people into tentacle monsters. You now know more than the author of this book.
Congrats.
Bless you.
Hi, Cthulhu Mythos. Yeah. Where is my Mythos? Oh, shit. I have 20 on this guy. Oh my god. Yeah, Theodore's a kind of... Theodore knows shit, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so... I'm gonna let everybody, process their new found house and start walking towards the gate and seeing if I can do anything about that.
What is your idea of doing something about it, though?
Well, so there are two options. Either I break the lock, open the lock, or we're trapped in here. So
I know which one
because-
is the most likely.
yeah.
Why don't we do this? You can take one action about the lock, and then we're gonna go to James, and it'll be a few
Okay.
hours later.
I am going to say, okay, guys, just everybody shush, translate. Can you translate shush for me? Whatever.
Everybody, shut up!
I need to focus. This is hard. And he's going to start focusing on the lock to try and see if he can open it. Telekinesis away.
I'm going to call this... What did we make it last time? Was that a hard roll to try to pick a lock using telekinesis?
Which would be a -1 or a -2?
No, hard is... hard means you need to roll less than half your score.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I will roll the hard route. Let's go. I would need to spend 11 luck.
That'll
No,
take
I would
you-
be.
It'll take
Yeah,
you
that would
down
take
below
me-
survivability. Is it
I'll
worth
take
it?
the 25.
It would be-
Oh.
I mean, you would get out of here. You would not be in danger anymore, right?
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be bad at all if, like, Victor's only son was killed in the course of this adventure.
You know. My character has gone crazy. My character has been going through a lot. He's done a lot with telekinesis. He's practiced. He's in the zone. I'm spending that luck to make it happen.
We're making risky choices today.
I hate it.
Let's go gambling. Ah, dang it.
And so so he'll focus, feel like he's not getting it right, and it just worked for him.
Okay.
This is a let's go to Vegas moment, except instead of Vegas, everybody shows up in Deadwood.
All right. So you have just gotten the door open. You are still in here with a lot of people. What is your next plan?
Okay. Nails, can you translate for me? Those of you that want to run, do so soon, but not right now. Those of you who want to kill the people that are trying to kill you, stick with us for a bit.
So 2 people have weapons.
Yeah, 2 people have weapons. Hey, we have a pile of bones and dead bodies. We can make clubs.
So when you say those of you who want to run, wait for a while, they don't.
I'd have told them those of you want to run, be careful.
Mhm.
And be
Yeah.
quiet, but I'm not there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
where
like,
is
I had a feeling that mid sentence of explaining that they're all gone, and I'm just like, yeah. Did
I don't
Spear
know
and
what
Knife Guy
expected.
leave?
Yeah, you. In fact, I'm going to need you all to make some rolls here. Let's just say dex rolls so that you don't get trampled in the stampede.
Bernie gets trampled.
Birdie is not having a good day.
All right. Theodore, you did so well. I will allow you to pull Birdie out of the way of danger at the last moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the second that I see that everything's like going bad, he's just gonna grab Birdie by the collar and pull her against the the wall of the cage,
Yo,
being like,
well,
"Yeah, I
Miles
expected
does.
this. I expected."
Yeah.
Nails was not so lucky.
This session has so many 90s.
I think unless you do something, Nails might be going with the rest of them. He didn't sign up for this.
He signed up to defend king or queen and country. Someone remind him of it, quick.
I'd say you'd be the best one to do that, Victor.
Yeah, Victor, you're the only one who even made an effort to connect with this man. So.
Uh-huh. Well, you and Connor, but Connor's not here right now.
Mm-hmm.
I would, but I know my role is going to be terrible, so I'm not going to try.
Who cares? It's not...
Do it.
We'll do
Come
it.
on.
Do it. Do it.
Do it, do it, do it.
He doesn't have any weapons, so it can't get worse.
I'll stop Nels. Like, listen, you can either walk out here and have these things still walk around and destroy what you hold dear, or you can do something about it now and fight back. You're a soldier. You know what it means when you lose.
Okay, why don't you roll?
What am I rolling?
It sounds like persuade to me, but if you have an argument for something else.
I'll go roll persuade. What's the worst that could happen?
Okay. He says, yeah, when you lose, you retreat.
If you stick around, I'll give you an entire cask of my finest homemade moonshine.
Lady, if I stick around, I'm going to die with you. So yeah, he is swept up with the rest of them, and they're rushing down out of the caves.
So did I lose that knife and spear?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what? I'll be kind. You can make a luck roll.
Okay. Yeah, I just got to roll a 25 or lower. Hey, 17. Nice.
All right, so knife or spear, you can grab one of them. You'll find that was abandoned in the stampede.
Knife.
Okay. You have
Alright,
yourself a
you get
knife.
close to them.
Yep. I have a sacrificial knife now. So.
Now, you were down here for a few hours.
Yeah, go to James. Before,
Yes.
Like, Theodore's just opening his mouth to say something and the camera cuts.
Now, I don't have maps for every part of this complex, so we're going to assume that you're in some sort of living area. You're on a bed. I'm just putting you on the throne for now.
Okay.
You are not going to heal any points because nobody here has any healing skills. They don't have first aid. But they have bandaged you up and stopped the bleeding. Elizabeth is sitting on the bed holding your hand. Mweru is going to be in the room. Elizabeth and Mweru are discussing something in low voices. You can't make much of it out as you wake up.
But I can hear that they're talking.
Yes. If you want to try to understand something they're talking about, you can roll and listen.
I'm gonna try.
Okay.
Let's go.
Your mother is worried about your health because you've just been shot in the chest, and Mweru is assuring her that after the ceremony, your body will be too robust to worry about a few bullet holes. She tells her all we have to do is keep him awake, keep him alive for the next couple of days. He'll be fine forever.
Oh no.
And you open your eyes.
That hurts.
Yeah, your mother is holding your hand. She puts her other hand on your shoulder. She says, James, I'm so glad that you made it. I don't know what happened to your friend. She just shot you.
Am I still in my madness?
You're not in the bout of madness anymore, but you are still going to...
When I can always go into.
Exactly. You lose even one sanity point, you go back into another bout of madness now. I'm going to explain everything to you, James. There's a new world coming. It's coming no matter what we do, but we're working to prepare for it. And your father, he went a little bit ahead of us. He has the type of body that we need to survive in the new world now.
It's the end of everything. No. I can't do that.
It's not a choice. We can't stop it. All we can do is adapt to it. But when we adapt to it, James, we're going to be liberated. We're going to live with the gods. They're going to teach us new ways to shout and kill and revel and enjoy ourselves. The world will be alive in a flame of ecstasy and freedom.
What happened to you?
It took me a long time to understand. It took me a long time to understand. I didn't understand at first the gift that your father was given. But now his old body was cast aside and given to an agent of our Lord. But he was given a new body in which he'll be able to survive the end of the earth. The end of everything we understand is the earth. And you, James, she grips your hand in both of her hands. You're going to have to make the same sacrifice. You're going to give your body to our Lord. But you'll be given a new body just the same as your father, just like Arthur. And when the end comes, you're going to be one of the first to understand the new way of life.
You know, I always thought there's no way that you guys died on that expedition.
I wasn't as sure of that myself for a long time.
You guys really died on that expedition. You're not my mother.
I swear to you, James, I really am. I've just been through so many things that you can't understand yet, but you will.
I'm gonna kind of move my head and look around a little bit and just say, where is Victor and Theodore? Where is Birdie?
Are those the friends you brought with you who shot you? They're safe. We haven't harmed them. They understood that what they did was wrong and they surrendered themselves. We're just holding them for now. There's going to be a ceremony in a few days. Mweru steps forward and she says, "Your friends are important to us as well, James. They have a role to play as well. I'm not planning to do anything.
Yeah, one of them being a priest and the other one being
A prophet, that's right. And though she didn't know it, the other one is going to play a role in your resurrection. There's always a betrayal
Yep.
before a death and resurrection.
But in this case, I'm not Jesus.
No,
I'm not going to come back as myself.
Jesus was both God and man. And he will be as well.
Except for I'd rather just stay as a man.
You'll understand. We still have a couple of days before the ceremony.
We'll see.
But you really should rest
And-
for now.
As I feel like James would kind of lay back and kind of fall back to sleep, kind of lose consciousness.
Yeah. You've lost a lot of blood. They probably have not managed to dig the bullets out of your chest yet. They just stopped the bleeding. So, you're not extremely mobile, and falling back asleep makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Back to your friends. Pretty much everybody has run out of this room. Nails went with them. The chief and other people from the village you passed through went with them as well. There wasn't a discussion, there wasn't a plan or anything, but you assume that they're going to try to help these people get out of here. But it is a lot of dangerous territory between here and the village that they came from. And these people, these prisoners, were from many villages spread out across a wide area. They're probably going to take your beasts of burden and your supplies.
I'm not worried about that right now. However, how long of a fuse did we put on the...
You didn't set the you hid the dynamite, but you didn't light it.
You
Yeah,
never
yeah.
set a fuse. You never
I'm
made
at-
a fuse.
Yeah,
Well,
you never cut it.
Set up.
It's
Never.
We had it set up so that when we come back through, we could toss one of the extras to blow the whole chamber.
I thought I put a fuse on it.
that's right. You did have Nails do that to at least one of them, and we said we were going to have him roll when it becomes relevant. So
Also,
we don't
can I ask
know
what
exactly
happened
how
to Sam?
long. That's a good point. Sam is not a fighter, but let me see what his sanity looks like. Oh, he's pretty sane. Yeah, he's not a fighter, but he is going to stick around with you. But I should just make sure that he is in his right mind. Oh, yeah. He's got a strong sense of self. The arguments that you were making to everybody else to stick around, Sam's the only one who listened. He is a tough guy.
Look,
It says,
Okay.
well, folks,
Okay.
I know you hid dynamite around this chamber. You might have some sort of plan for using it. But I don't think that if we run back up that passageway that we're going to face a better result than we had the first time.
Well, that's what the dynamite's for. It's gonna mess both of us up. Listen, I don't know about everyone else, but I'm not exactly planning on coming out this A-okay. We have to stop these things.
We have to do the ceremony at the top, don't we?
Yeah.
You hear echoing from below the sounds of fighting. It is not a long fight. It sounds like what you can conclude is that as they're rushing down, the mass of escaped prisoners is running into cultists. Most likely winning the fight, but being injured because the cultists have weapons and they don't. And that mass of people is sweeping out of the caverns. If nothing else, I think, Victor, you would realize that you have dealt a blow by releasing a bunch of people that they were intending to sacrifice at their big event.
Theodore, do you still have the do you still have that blood bag?
No, it was on
We had two.
You have
It was
one
on
of them.
James.
I have one of them.
Okay.
yeah, I would say.
James had one. Theodore had the other.
Oh, I had the other one? I thought Victor had the other one.
No,
No.
Victor said he made sure you had it.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
have
yeah.
it? Yeah, then I have it. Sorry, I didn't catch that part.
Okay.
No, the way I worded it, I
Yeah.
understand.
Okay, so, yeah, I will kind of pull it out of the bag to show that, yes, I still have the bag. James has the other bag, but
You said I shot him.
3 times, just. And I will tap the parts that I saw the bullets hit. Like, I'm being brutally honest in this situation.
Birdie's eyes just glaze over for a moment. Okay.
I don't know what this would be, but is this chamber directly under the one that we were in, or like adjacent?
No, it is a long, winding tunnel going from here to that one.
Gotcha.
It is, in fact, a mile long. So,
We only put enough to collapse this room, right?
yeah, that's about how much you would have.
Did there seem to be any other way to get into the chamber above?
You would have noted that those dragons flew in from a great open ledge.
Alright.
So it wouldn't... There might be another passageway, you don't know. But that at least would be inconvenient for them if they had to ride dragons every time they go up there.
Well, I want my gun back.
So, Theodore is going to go over to the pile of bones and bodies and try to find a good club and not be squicked out by his own choices.
Alright, if you're going to dig through a pile of skeletons and rotting bodies to get a club, I want you to make a sanity check.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Because that's
Yeah,
pretty
I'll
gnarly, dude.
Yeah, it is pretty gnarly, but at the same time, I need something besides just a knife.
I hear you.
I got 2 cannons on me. It's okay.
Okay, I'm good.
Yeah.
I am surprisingly okay with digging through a pile of dead bodies. Victor should look into that.
Victor's proud of you. Come on.
Add a sport.
So,
Yeah, I'll
you
turn
can
around.
find a pretty robust thigh bone in there.
So I pick it up and I'm
You can
couple
give yourself a
practice
club too.
swings. Yeah. Okay.
I am, as the narrator, going to tell you, if you come up with some sort of sneaky plan, that's the way to go. You don't want to...
Yeah, I'm going sneaky with this. I'm suggesting, hey guys, let's not go towards the throne this time. Let's go that way and see if we can climb up, or there's a ledge that we can get to or something, and just try and skip all of the cultists physically possible and just do this ritual. That's all we need to do.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
And Theodore is going to put a hand on Birdie's shoulder and say, it's okay. Either way, it wasn't you that did it.
So, as I said, you heard the sound of fighting below you. As you make your way down through those tunnels, you're going to find that you're going to find dead bodies, both of people who were clearly prisoners here, people who had been taken captive and have been starved for some time, and also of people who were clearly in the cult. It does look like as the escaped prisoners ran on, as they killed cultists, they did snatch up their weapons, so unfortunately you're not going to find any more there, but most likely they're going to be more effective as they keep moving. You will make your way back out to that weird plane that you were on earlier when you first arrived, the one that's at the top of the long winding trail up the side of the mountain. And once again, you look to the north and you see that there is like part of a staircase carved into the mountain. It just goes up for some distance and then stops. But now, looking up at the other side of, like, across this ravine, the top of that other cliff, pretty high above you, at least a mile high above you, you recognize that balcony that those dragons flew in.
Yeah, I don't think we can climb that.
Are there any sticks around here?
Sticks.
Yeah, you're gonna test
I do
if
not
there's
want.
actually stairs.
I do not want to touch the thigh bone. I'm not using the thigh bone.
Come
But
on.
like a
have
nice
a piece of
branch.
I don't think there are this high up the mountain, but there are more bones over here. There's also some baskets, torches. These torches are not lit, but
Probably a couple pebbles.
Yeah, they're definitely pebbles
I'll
here.
grab a torch. I'll grab a torch, and then I'm going straight over to those stairs, and I'm going to tap in front of the stairs
Okay, so
to see if there's invisible stairs, because at
You've
this
seen-
point,
you've seen Last Crusade. No, there are not invisible stairs. You tap, you feel all around. There is just the chasm.
okay, all right. I needed to check that.
I just in case you're not remembering, though, you do have psychic abilities of your own.
Considering the last time I used them, I got possessed.
They have never gone wrong for you in a place of great evil.
No,
Come
definitely
on,
not.
you got this. Come on. What's the worst that could happen, Bri? Come on.
Oh,
We've made
well,
we've
I
all
could
made terrible mistakes this So, one more ain't gonna hurt us.
To be fair, I no longer have a gun, so I can't shoot any of you again. So yeah, sure, why not? I'll roll my psychometry, see if I can pick up anything.
All right. And you do.
Oh.
Let's see.
How am I still the most sane member of the party?
You
Oh
don't
no,
have
Theodore
to.
has like 70.
You don't have to have the problems in order to do things anyway. That's what it is.
Yeah, Theodore is actually one of the most sane people here right now, and that's bad.
I have a 76, Joey.
I have 76 right now too.
My cat
Hey!
is
I
5.
thought. Nice.
All
So
right.
we're doing pretty good. We're not losing our minds. We're just a little crazy right now.
We're talking about as of current 56.
Surprisingly, I was expecting lower.
Being in the
don't
situation you're
blame you.
in is just draining 1 point a la Minecraft poison.
All right.
Ooh.
You are going to. So usually your psychometry doesn't take over and make you see visions, but it has a couple of times where there was something pretty powerful in the area, and that's what's going to happen again here. You are going to see a vision of Mweru standing on this plane. It is a vision. It is wavy, so you can't make out what she's saying, but you can tell that she is calling out ritual words, not necessarily a spell, but ritual words for her adherents, for her church. And then you look around and you see that this whole platform is filled with people, with worshippers, who begin tearing off their clothing as they build themselves into a frenzy. And then they begin dragging forward people. They might be other cultists, they might be prisoners like the ones you had locked in the cage, but they start hacking them to pieces. Dozens of people. This goes on for a long time. And then there's a bolt of lightning striking the mountaintop across from you. And you can't bring yourself to look at what's on top of the mountain. But moments later, the staircase begins to complete itself up to that chamber. You watch for just a moment as cultists begin marching up the long ethereal staircase, and then some of them make it through. Some of them are grabbed by whatever is on top of that mountain, and you can't make yourself look at what happens to them. And then you come back to yourself.
Birdie's just going to take a very long moment to consider this. I think the only way up there is through that chamber we came from. Just not mentioning any of what I saw at all. None of it.
What we're gonna do about this?
It's too high up for us to climb. We would have to sneak past it. And that didn't go well the first time. Maybe the chaos that we started reduced how many people are in that main chamber, and we can sneak past and keep going up, but that's going to be risky, and we're going to have to run or fight if we get caught. Like, run deeper into there to get to the top.
Sam says, you folks are really planning to head up there, huh?
It's the only way to stop it.
When you look over at him, he's looking at the body of a cultist on the ground. And he bends down and he pulls the headband off of the cultist. He puts it on his own head. And he starts stripping off the cultist's clothing.
Oh my god, why did I even think about that?
Why
man?
did I not think of that either?
You have disguised. Disguised us, Joey.
All right.
Thank you,
And my
Andrew.
eyes will open wide, and I'm like, oh my god, I am an idiot. Yes. Okay. Let's start. And I just start stripping people. It's
Here I
like,
am
get
ready
it.
to throw down my life.
You just
Thank
saved
you,
me from
Andrew.
Doing something dumb.
I mean, I convinced you to do a different dumb thing, so...
Yeah. Yeah,
You
so
know,
I
it's a
will-
better option.
I will roll disguise.
Yeah, you roll disguise and see how well you can disguise the whole group.
40. Nice.
Yeah.
Respectable.
You put 65 into disguise. Good lord.
Yeah. Yeah. I did not make this character. This character's
know.
just good at it. Like, it's really hard to remember all of the stats that this kid has because it's crazy.
I mean, what it comes down to is Travis made Batman and Robin here.
Yeah.
Murder hobo Batman and Robin.
Yes, exactly.
Budget friendly Batman and Robin.
Okay, so as I said, there are enough dead cultists around here that you can disguise yourselves. This is not... So you rolled a regular success. At a glance, like you find clothing that's not clearly bloodstained. It doesn't have like sword wounds through it. At a glance, you're not going to be identified. If somebody who already knows who you are looks at you, they're going to say, "Hey." But this is good enough for you to most likely get where you want to go. You still don't know the full layout of the mountain. But you've decided you want to try to get to the peak opposite this ravine, correct?
Yes, we want to get the highest point to do that ritual. And I will add what I'm going to do after we strip some bodies. I'm just going to add them to the corpse pile so it doesn't look like there's 4 naked bodies. Yeah.
Clever. What do you do with your clothing? You just toss it off the mountain? Or do you hide it somewhere so you can dress like normal later?
I think I'm going to add it to, like, there's clearly going to be a pile of belongings or something like that, or like something. Like, add it to the room where the dead bodies are to make it look like they were just somebody's belongings.
Okay, so you make your clothing disgusting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like,
Just
Theodore
so we have this
is...
in mind later.
Yeah, Theodore is 100% going full whatever it takes mode. Like, so yeah, he just tosses his clothes into the pile, and he might come back for it later. He doesn't care.
Okay. Do you feel like this is a good breaking point this week, or do you have anything else you want to do right now?
I feel like this is probably a good breaking point.
I kind of have something I want to try.
What do you want to try?
Going back to me,
Mm-hmm.
assuming that I wake up a little bit from the pain.
Yeah, we can say you wake up in another few hours.
Are they still around me, both of them, or is it
Uh,
just Elizabeth?
At some point, Mweru is going to wander off, so yes, you can have a conversation with just your mother. You
I
will
will
also...
ask-
You're going to drift in and out, so just so you have an idea, over the course of the day, different people are in looking you over. Eventually, there are hundreds of people in town for this convention. So eventually they're going to have a doctor who's in this cult, and they'll be able to take care of you.
Cool. I was gonna go and say, if it's just me and her, assuming that there's no water in the room, I'm gonna go and ask her if she could get me some water, so it could just be me by myself for a second.
Yeah, she will lovingly pat your forehead, rub your hair back, and say, yes, I'll be right back.
I'm going to check and make sure that I still have the blood bag.
Yep. You made your luck roll, so you still have it.
And see if I still have either my butterfly knife or my revolver with me still.
You don't have the gun, and you can have the knife.
Okay. And I'm going to place my hand on that, I got a pendant, if I remember correctly, earlier.
Yes, you did.
Well, I'll place my hand on it, and normally James is not, while he does look at all this, he's not really fully like a religious man. But he's going to start doing a little prayer right now, asking for help.
Okay.
And for someone to come his way to help him out.
That's an interesting thing to do. Why don't...
Deus Ex Machina.
Well, you don't have a religion skill.
I
So,
don't.
Why don't we
That's-
do
that's-
occult? Which is good
Same
enough
difference.
for a goddess like Bast.
It's only a 5. Wait, hold on. Could I use that?
I mean, a 20%, 5% chance of divine intervention. Come on, what are you asking for here?
Could I? Just because I volunteered to get shot, could I use that inspiration?
Mhm.
How would I
Yes, you
apply that? Is that just the +1 bonus die?
It's a bonus die, yeah. It's not a real thing in this system, so but bonus die works.
I'm not seeing it roll.
Let's see. If you click on occult, you should be able to... Occult... I'm sorry, what did you say you didn't find?
No, I found it. It's just it's not rolling for some reason.
Do you mind if I go ahead and roll it for you?
Yeah.
Oh, you can click on it there yourself now.
Oh.
Still not working?
Still not working.
Okay.
Whatever.
Oh, what the
I
heck?
need a nap.
Just go ahead and roll D100 and a D10. Which you should be able to do from the dice calculator at the bottom. If that doesn't work either, let me know.
Oh,
Amazing. You got...
My God.
That is
I
a
just got
critical
the answer.
success.
I just got the answer. I refuse to become a god, and I will stay as a man.
Hey, Terry. Hey, Terry.
Yeah.
I think the goddess of cats actually likes you. You should consider getting a little cat statue or something.
Oh, after this, yeah, I'm doing that. I'm 100%. I'm doing that.
So, when you went into the jungle, you left Luna with Connor. Because it would be insane to bring her into the jungle with you.
Yeah.
But as you're lying there, gripping this pendant and praying to Bast, you realize Luna jumps up onto the bed and rubs herself along your neck. And I think that is a good spot to break for the week.
Hell
Yeah.
yes!
Let's go!
Yes!
Thanks, everybody.
We're keeping this cat forever.
The decisions you made, made everything so interesting tonight. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
There was a 50-50 chance that I was going to seriously traumatize James for life.
I think that's already happened.
Uh-huh.
What's more trauma between
I have
friends?
abandonment issues, and I'm scared to be alone with you.
Uh-huh.
I think that's what happened tonight.
Uh-huh.
That
Yeah,
makes
it was
sense.
either that or, I could have ended up shooting your mom in front of you. That
Oh,
was
James
also
definitely
something I
has
kind of
trust
thought
issues.
Victor was gonna do anyways. And at this point, I don't believe that. I think James no longer believes that's his mom.
Oh, it is. It very much is. James can decide
No, I
whatever
mean
he
that
wants.
he refuses to believe that that's her.
I
He
don't
is in
blame him one
full
bit.
denial. Full denial.
They died. This is just her remains that is being used in a cult.
So Andrew, I'm just gonna, ask you a quick question because to gauge my understanding of what's happening here. The guy in Egypt, was that actually James's dad, or was that the thing that took his place, kind of thing?
That is, somebody has his body now.
Okay, I figured that was the case, but I wanted to check
Yep.
if that was my understanding. Okay.
No, that is just clarifying something that was said in the game, so you're absolutely fair to
Yeah,
ask.
I just had to double check because I was like, oh no, like I always thought it was something else in his place because it's called Cthulhu, so
It is his
I
body.
wanted to- yeah, it is his body.
I mean, I don't know why he decided that taking an old white guy's body to become an Egyptian businessman was a good idea, but that's what he did do, so.
Yeah,
I mean, historically speaking.
oh my god.
Anything else to say or ask before we jump off the air?
I'm sorry I shot you, James.
It's alright, I asked for it.
You did,
I'm
but
not
I'm still sorry.
I mean, honestly, I was already planning to tell you that you're going to be the new Jesus. Having Judas Iscariot show up made it so much better.
Oh my gosh, that is so much better.
Oh. Oh my god.
And just hearing there's always a betrayal before the resurrection. I don't want to be Jesus.
Hey, you said you're the main character.
I don't want to be the main character of that kind of story.
It's Call of Cthulhu, man. What did you expect?
Oh man.
Not to start to become like half god, half man.
Alright,
Good
I'm going
lord.
to take us off the air. Have a good night,
Yeah.
everybody.
Yep,
Good
have a
night.
Night.